Have you ever wondered, right now, in 2025, which position makes Brazil the most dangerous football team in the world? If you said their wings, you're absolutely right. Brazil's left and right wings are arguably the strongest in the world, far superior to even the biggest European giants. Just think about it. On the right wing, they have an unbelievable depth of options. Raphinha, Estevao, Willian, Rodrygo, and Antony. On the left wing, Vinícius Júnior, one of the very best in world football, with Gabriel Martinelli, Arsenal's reliable starter, as his backup. No team in the world can boast that kind of depth and quality on both wings. But what if I told you there's another position where Brazil has quietly become just as dominant, perhaps even more? A position that doesn't always make headlines, but could actually decide their fate at the 2026 World Cup. That position is center back. Yes, you heard that right. In recent years, Brazil's defensive core has grown so strong that Carlo Ancelotti, their coach, now faces the enviable headache of choosing between too many world-class defenders. So today, we're diving deep into Brazil's center back options. Who are the key players? Who is guaranteed a starting spot? And who will fight for a place in the squad? By the end of this video, you'll understand why Brazil's defense might just be their biggest weapon heading into the World Cup. Before we look at individual names, let's remind ourselves of Brazil's system. Under Carlo Ancelotti, Brazil often plays a 4-2-3-1 formation. That means there are always two starting center backs, plus at least two backups in the squad. In other words, Brazil will likely take 4 center backs to the World Cup. So the big question is, who are those for? But choosing them isn't simple. A good center back needs more than just tackling skills. They need height to win aerial duels, strength to handle world-class strikers, and intelligence to read the game. They need to clear crosses, dominate set pieces, and even contribute to building play from the back. Brazil, right now, has a golden generation of defenders who tick all those boxes. Let's start with the obvious name, Marquinhos. The PSG captain has been Brazil's defensive leader for years. Since the 2018 World Cup, he has been a consistent presence in the squad, and even though his height is slightly shorter than other elite defenders, 183 centimeters, his intelligence, positioning, and leadership make up for it. Yes, in the past he made some mistakes in high-pressure moments, but since the Copa America, he has shown maturity and consistency. He's strong in one-on-one defending, calm under pressure, and reliable in build-up play. In Brazil's recent matches, like against Paraguay, he once again proved why he is the natural first-choice center back. If you ask me, Marquinhos is untouchable. He will be in Brazil's 2026 World Cup plans as the first name in defense. Now let's talk about someone who has really stepped up in recent seasons, Gabriel Magalhães. Arsenal fans know how important he has been for their defense, and last season, many analysts considered him one of the best defenders in the entire Premier League. Standing at 190 centimeters, Gabriel has the physical presence that Brazil has sometimes lacked in big tournaments. His aerial dominance is outstanding. He doesn't just clear crosses, he's also a real threat during set pieces in the opposition box. That means he can both defend and score from corners, a priceless quality at the World Cup. He recently returned from injury and quickly regained his place in Arsenal's main squad, proving his fitness and form. Given his strength, height, and consistency, I believe Gabriel is Brazil's second guaranteed starter at center back, alongside Marquinhos. Next, we have Éder Militao from Real Madrid. Now, this is a player with a story of resilience. He suffered a long injury layoff, but in preseason matches he came back strong, even scoring goals and putting in excellent defensive performances. His ratings in recent games, well above 7 out of 10, show that he hasn't lost his sharpness. At 186 centimeters, he brings a balance of strength and speed. Militao is versatile, capable of playing not only as a central defender, but also as a right back if needed. That flexibility makes him a valuable squad player. In my opinion, if he's fully fit, Militao will be Brazil's third-choice center back, coming off the bench, but ready to step up if either Marquinhos or Gabriel is unavailable. Finally, we come to the most exciting name on this list, Alexandro Ribeiro. Not long ago, Hardly anyone outside Brazil knew him. But in the last two international matches, Ribeiro has shown the world that he could be Brazil's next great defensive star. Here's the shocking part. He's 192 centimeters tall, almost the same height as goalkeeper Alisson, 193 centimeters. That's massive for a defender, and it gives him a huge advantage in aerial battles. In fact, in his last two matches, he contested 10 aerial duels and won 7 of them. That's a 70% success rate. Against Ecuador, he had a rating of 7.3, and in the following match, he earned 7.5. Those are elite numbers for a newcomer. Think about it. In world football right now, how many strikers can realistically beat Ribeiro in the air? Maybe only Erling Haaland. That's how dominant he has been. When you have a defender like that, set-piece goals against Brazil become almost impossible. Given his performances, Ribeiro looks like a strong candidate to be Brazil's 4th center back for the World Cup. And if he keeps improving, don't be surprised if he challenges for a starting role. Brazil's likely defensive setup. So, if we put this all together, what does Brazil's center back lineup look like heading into the 2026 World Cup? First choice pairing: Marquinhos and Gabriel Magalhães. Backups: Éder Militao and Alexandro Ribeiro. This gives Ancelotti flexibility. Against teams with tall strikers, he can pair Gabriel and Ribeiro, 2 giants, to dominate aerially. Against faster, more technical opponents, Marquinhos and Militao might be the better combination. No matter the scenario, Brazil has world-class options. Why this matters for Brazil's World Cup dreams. For years, Brazil has been known for attacking flair. Neymar, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Rivaldo. But in recent World Cups, their defense has often been their weakness. Remember the heartbreak of 2014 against Germany, or the struggles against Belgium in 2018. Now, things are different. For the first time in a long time, Brazil not only has attacking firepower on the wings, but also a rock-solid defense to balance the team. Having tall, dominant, and skilled defenders means fewer goals conceded from set pieces, more confidence in build-up play, and even extra goals scored from corners. With this new generation of defenders, Brazil looks ready to combine Samba-style attacking football with European-style defensive solidity. And that combination could make them unstoppable at the 2026 World Cup. So, let me ask you again, if someone says Brazil's strength lies only in their wingers, would you agree? Or would you say their center backs are just as powerful? In my view, Brazil now has the perfect balance. Vinicius and Martinelli on the left, Rodrygo and Raphinha on the right, and behind them, a wall of defenders, Marquinhos, Gabriel, Militao, and Ribeiro. With his squad, Carlo Ancelotti doesn't just have a team. He has an army. And if these players stay fit, Brazil might finally reclaim the World Cup trophy in 2026.